Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a casted game of AoE 3, and we're here with Shake playing as the Swedish here, up against Passy playing as the Brits in the north side here. What a matchup we have here, Shake versus Passy. I love it. I love it when these two play. And on two civilizations like this that we've got today, on the brand new patch, I'm very much looking forward to it because both of these civilizations have been changed quite a bit. So the most considerable one is probably to the Swedish here, and that's the fact that their torps now take a lot longer to build. I think it's an additional 3 seconds, which, you know, it adds up. You want to build as many houses as you possibly can with the Swedish here. So having to build these houses for an extra 3 seconds each takes a lot longer, right? It starts to add up, and this could affect the Swedish, but that's not it for the nerfs to Sweden. All their Carolians, their main musketeer unit, the unit they love to make the most, now costs another 5 food. Which, that may not sound a lot, right? But you start to add that up over 30, 40 Carolians, it really does add up. So we're going to have to see how Shake can approach the Swedish here today. If he's going to be looking to go for his standard stuff, he's going to be shipping in at 3 builds now. And we'll have to see what he looks to do. But Passy, he's playing as the Brits here, a civilization which has actually been, I don't know if it's necessarily a buff, but I guess it is a buff compared to last patch. Because 3 builds was removed at one point, but now has been added back in. But 5 vills has been removed from H2. So they're down to 4 vills in H2 here. So, you know, they still had a vill removed from them. But I think having the 3 vills here in H1 definitely helps them out a lot. So, yeah. Passy, he's playing with a bit of a buffed civ here. Shake playing on a little bit of a nerfed civ. So, I guess the Swedish were in a pretty decent spot before. So, you know, it's not like Sweden was in a terrible spot and now they've been nerfed even more, right? I would say it's justified with these changes, right? But something to also mention is that explorers now have unique abilities. Can we take a look at that chat? I don't think we can take a look at that chat, unfortunately. But basically, explorers now have unique bonuses. And I might actually be able to pull up the patch notes real quick, and I'll be able to find out. But we see here, let's take a look at the age up quickly. We got the governor coming in here from Passy, and we've got the governor coming in from Shake. No real surprises there, but let's take a look. So the Brits unique explorer now has an additional 1 range and 2 line of sight. So if we actually take a look at Passy's explorer here, we'll see he's got a pretty decent line of sight. That's much bigger than any other explorer, so that's really, really cool to see. I love how all the explorers are getting their own little unique bonuses. And then for the Swedish, they've got +1 melee damage, which I think is nice as well. You know, it's going to help out a little bit with treasures. Maybe even, you know, if you've got if you're following an explorer, right, you snare them, try and kill them. That's going to help out a little bit there as well. So, you know, nice to see some unique bonuses coming in there from onto the explorers. But Shake, we see, he's moved out here. He's already building a couple torps up on... In fact, he's gone really far out. Have a look at this. Building a torp all the way over towards... You know, this is meters away from Passy's base right here. So, definitely an interesting spot to immediately put a torp. But I guess you can just place the 1 here, right? You can still go heavy onto the torps back at home. But just placing 1 here, Passy, he's going to have to react to it at some point if he wants to try and siege this down. So, I think this is pretty smart. The age up does come through. The outpost wagon does appear. Let's see if Shake's also going to be going forward. We see it seems like both players are going to be going forward with their outpost wagons. It seems like Passy may be going towards the trading post though, or maybe looking to place it on top of the... Okay, have a look at this. So he's placing it over here. It looks like Shake is also going to be placing it over here, but Shake's already building his barracks. So Shake going for a really, really close proxy base right here. Passy's building his barracks in the base. So he's going to have it up a little bit earlier than Shake, which means he's going to be able to start to train those units a little bit faster. There we go. First musketeer in the queue. And we see here for Shake, it's going to cost a little bit more making these Carolians. So we're going to have to see if he can get out his first batch here. The first batch, it's a little bit tricky to get out a full 5 batch it is definitely possible, but we have to see if he's able to do it now with... okay, yeah, he can easily do it. So I guess it did take a little bit longer to get this barracks up, right, because he had to move it. So I guess that meant he could get enough food. So it looks like he's going to be able to get a full batch in here. And this tower, I don't think we'll be going... I don't think we'll be staying up for too much longer for Passy here. I just think having this this much closer is going to give Shake a huge advantage here. But Shake back in the base here. He's torp booming. He's up to 100 population, which means he's got 9 torps out. He's also got another one coming up here. And I'm sure he's got more on the way elsewhere as well. So plenty of torps coming up for him. But it looks like Shake, he's moving in now. A little bit ambitious. It seems like he's just ignoring the tower, which honestly is kind of a good move, right? Because Passy, he's built this outpost here, but it's not really achieving much. So I guess Shake's plan is now to just go for the base. You know, this age up pretty much achieved nothing here for Passy apart from giving him the 200 gold, which I mean is nice, but you know, if you're going to go up with the tower, you'd like the tower to be ideally useful. So a little bit annoying there for Passy, but Passy, we see he's also mana booming here, sending through that 5 or the 700s. It looks like he sent through the 600 wood as well now, so plenty of wood through for him. We see he's building tons of manas all over the place. He's up to 9 manas compared to the 10 torps of Shake. So Shake's still ahead when it comes to the house game, right? Kind of the 2 house civilizations here. I guess you got the Japanese as well, but yeah, 2 of the house civilizations here booming away. But it looks like Shake's now sending through the 2 leather cannons, a shipment that I've seen a lot of players discourage. They've been saying just go for the leather cannon and artillery foundry. Much better shipment because, you know, you got the longevity there of having the artillery foundry, right? But I guess Shake's wanting to go in for a lot of damage now, right? He doesn't want to wait, so he sends in the 2 leather cannons. And something else to also mention with this shipment is that it costs 300 food, or is it, sorry, 200 food. So, you know, you're paying quite a bit for 2 leather cannons when you can get 1 and an artillery foundry with this card here. But it seems like Shake's going to be going in for, you know, he wants to put on the damage now. He can't wait. And all of this food is going to get invested right back into Corollian. So I guess he doesn't want to spend food on more leather cannons. So we see here he's going to be getting out 8 more, double raxing that production. Sending in ironworks now, so going to be increasing his gold income by quite an amount here. We see Shake, he's up to 14 torps right now. Does have a gold mine at the back of the base here, still untouched. I think this is a great map for Sweden, especially with this sort of play with the proxy base. You're just securing up all 3 of these gold mines with a proxy base on the left-hand side here. And then you also have 2 very close in-base ones as well. So, you know, that's all you really need for torps. So I think Shake's got to be feeling pretty happy about this map. But we see now Passy, look at the longbow mass out for him. We see he's getting through even more red coats. We see he's got double production coming through. But this is a huge amount of longbow. 24 longbow. That is a lot. We see he's sent through the 6 longbow. So plenty of longbow for him here. But the question is Shake going to be able to deal with this with only 1 leather cannon remaining? We see maybe he goes in for the charge. He's going to be doing it. There it is. The charge comes in. Tower going to be helping out Shake here a little bit as well. That leather cannon did go down, but look at the charge coming in here from Shake. Shake, despite having the nerfs onto the Swedish right now, looking in such a strong position. Corollian's costing a lot more here, but look at that. He took out all of the longbow. It seems like Passy didn't really react too well there. You need to have those longbow behind the musketeers, and it seems like all that survived was those musketeers. Shake coming out on top with a huge win right there. That is absolutely huge. And we see Passy still only on 10 manas right now. 36 villagers. Sure, it's a nice amount, but Shake, he's on 25 villagers. You know, he's 11 vills behind, but he's also got 16 torps, which definitely makes up for the fact that he's down 11 vills, which, I mean, is to be expected in this matchup, right? I mean, it's to be expected in any matchup for the Swedish, but definitely a nice trade right there from Shake. Passy, you know, he's out here on the food as well. We'll have to see if Shake looks to maybe add in some cavalry. Cab could definitely be a nice option here if he's not wanting to go for any sort of, you know, artillery foundry. But I think the goal right now for Shake is to try and age up, which definitely makes sense, right? Because you took a good fight. You still got a lot of your army alive, but you don't really have much, or you don't have much available to you to push into the base at the moment. So just trying to go for that age up. We see plenty of gold coming through as, I believe 700 gold. Yeah, 700 gold was sent through. So age up now going to be coming through. Exile Prince getting that super fast age up through. Going to be really, really, really nice there for Shake. And then I assume we're just going to be seeing 2 Falconets, Veterancy upgrade, and maybe some more Corollians as well. We see another batch coming in there. And I think Shake's going to be looking in a really, really solid spot here. So we see Passy. He's not looking towards that age up. He's just massing up more and more. We see sending through Scott's Guard. Going to be increasing his HP and damage, I believe. No, it's just the damage on Musketeers, which is still really, really nice card right there. But this is not a huge amount. This isn't a huge army here from Passy. It might be enough to take down this outpost and maybe the barracks. So I guess Shake can just retreat back for the time being, drop another barracks in the base, you know, just buy himself time to get that veterancy upgrade and the Falconets through. We see Shipment almost coming through here, getting that veterancy upgrade from the back barracks right here. Love it. Love to see it. You know, just keeping it nice and safe. I think he should be able to get this one through in time. It's going to take Passy a while to burn down this one and then this one. But Shake, he's just waiting for that upgrade. We see here, Passy. Oh, he's actually taking down this one. Oh, that, I mean, it's smart, right? He knows that Shake's probably getting it from this one, but it looks like he's going to get it through before that is burnt down. But there we go. 2 Falconets now in the queue for Shake. And I think this is when he's able to go in for that death push, right? Passy, he's got an army, and it looks like he is going to be aging up very, very soon. He needs some more gold, though, but has he, you know, he hasn't sent through 700 gold yet, so he can send that through, but it's still waiting for that shipment, right? And I think this is giving Shake the perfect amount of time. He's gonna arrive at the base at a perfect opportunity here. We see Passy. He needs to get this age up through ASAP. As we see Shake, he's waiting here. The 2 Falconets. That's all he's waiting for right now. Another double barracks coming through as well. There it is. Falconets, they're through. There we go. Barracks also being constructed as well. Do we have an arsenal being dropped down yet from Shake? I mean, he's floating quite a bit of gold. I feel like you probably could get away with an arsenal and maybe just grabbing a couple of those arsenal upgrades. But okay, I guess, you know, unit prioritization, right? You want to be pushing in now before Passy ages up. And see, he is aging up with the Adventurer. No Exile Prince here for Passy, so because the Brits, they don't have Exile Prince, so you know it makes sense that that Passy is going to be taking quite a bit longer here, which is a bit unfortunate because he needs to get this upgrade through, or this age up through, as soon as he possibly can. We see Shake, he's trying to put on some damage now. It seems like Passy will be able to get this through in time and get his upgrades in. He may be losing a market or a barracks or two, but honestly, not the end of the world. And we see here, Shake, he's going to be finding vills at the same time, keeping enough army here to protect the Falconets. As we see, he's got more and more reinforcements coming through as well, but also sending some off. Just 8. You know, that's all he needs to try and just find some vills here. We see he would have seen that, and now Passy's going to be losing some vills. He's not even at max mana boom at the moment. He's only on 12 manas, which it's not the end of the world, because obviously you can build more and you can get more villagers, but yeah, he's not on the maximum amount of vills that he could be at, and he's losing quite a bit of vills. And Shaky is on max torp at the moment, 33 vills. It's really not that far behind Passy when it comes to vill numbers. And then he way makes up for the remaining amount with torps. So Shake, we see he's idling out Passy here. Passy being pushed all the way into the base here. His food income is non-existent right now. The age up finally comes through. He gets the 7th longbow with that age up. But the food income is the big issue for him right now. We see the Musketeer upgrade coming through. Do we have a Veterancy longbow coming through? I mean, he doesn't even have another barracks to do so. So, yeah, it's looking a little bit rough here for Passy. We see Shake. He's going to be making his way forward. Just taking out manor house by manor house. Longbow. Trying to find a little pop there onto the Falconets. But longbow, I'm sure, will be coming through after this. Let's have a look. Doesn't seem like Passy's going to be upgrading these longbow, which is a little bit surprising. I feel like, I mean, we don't actually have a market yet, so there we go. Longbow upgrade finally coming through, as well as 2 Falconets. The Falconet micro is going to be really, really important here. Because Shake, you know, he's having to fall back now. He's just waiting. And there we go. Look at this. Artillery Foundry has come down for him. I love to see this, as well as a Culverin. Oh, this is smart. So Shake, he's just waiting out his time, right? He's got 5. This is 3 Falconets. Oh, that looked like 2. So he's got 5 Falconets here, and he's just going to be grabbing himself probably 2 Culverins. That's probably all you need here. There we go, 2 Culverins. as well as even more Corollians. Despite the nerf to the Corollians here, costing the extra 5 food, it seems like Shake is still able to mass up these guys pretty effectively. But it looks like Passy, he's somewhat recovered, right? He's in a better spot than what he was at a minute ago, right? He's got a huge mass. He's got the 2 Falconets, but he needs to be careful here. We see Shaky's preparing. He's got the Falconets out. The Culverins are also here. This could be terrible here for Passy. He's going to take a shot to the face here. Okay, or maybe not. There we go. A little bit of a shot to the face, but I mean, not too much damage. Those Falconets going to be making their way forwards. The Culverins arrive here for Shake. Can we take a look at the range here? No, we can't, but we see here. First shot coming off here for Shake. Takes out the first. I mean, it does seem like did Passy kill one? Yeah, Passy did kill one. But yeah, a huge value there for Shake. And Shake at this point in time, I think, can just push this, right? We see sending through the extra range snap block card, as well as military drummers increasing the speed on the Corollians here. And also another Falconet, which is a little bit overkill, but you know, why not? Why not? You got the gold to do so, you may as well. But Shake, I think he's ready to go in for the push now. Huge amount of Corollians here. We see sending up some more north. He knows Passy's up here on the food. It's his only food source, right? Where else is he going to be getting food from? But now Shake, he's moving forward. Passy, he's dropping down an artillery foundry. Needs to get some Culverins out ASAP. But I feel like at this point, it's a little bit late. Shake, he's getting through those upgrades, getting through bayonet, socket bayonet. Going to be making these Corollians charge ability even stronger. We see here villagers going to be going down. Definitely it feels bad right there for Passy, not noticing, just paying attention to the army right now. Falconets unloading their shots. Huge amount of damage. And at this point in time, I feel like Passy doesn't have much of an answer. Let's take a look at his resource count. He's got 2 Culverins coming out, but he's not even going to try. He knows that Shake's got 2 Culverins here. He's going to be winning the cannon war, and he's got a huge amount of Corollian. He's losing vills. So it's fair enough that GG is called. And Passy will be resigning here. But what a game. I mean, buffed up Brits seem pretty decent still. But, I mean, man, Sweden, Shake on the Swedish. I mean, it's no surprise that he took the win here. But if you did enjoy this casted game, consider subscribing, leave a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.